This week's message is liberty, bondage, witch. That sounds kind of strange. But Emily Cady is asking us to consider what we're in bondage to and how it might look if we choose to acknowledge our source, or what she calls the fountainhead of everything, which is God, and that manifests in us as the Christ within. Now, she's got a broad range of ideas about what this Christ within is. And each one of you probably has a little bit different sense of that. Those of you who have been around me for a while, you know that I like to use the idea of, of God as the ocean, and each one of us is the manifestation of the ocean that we call a wave. And that's individual. That is an individualized manifestation of the ocean. But that means that we are the ocean. We are made up of ocean water, ocean particles, which would make us a part of God, or God is all of us and we're a part of God. Goodness, that can be very confusing, especially for those of us who come from more traditional ideas of God, traditional ideas that suggest that God is out there. God is somehow uh, separate from us. And that sense of God sitting next to us as a partner, or that sense of God being a, a loving friend who is available just by picking up the phone that we call prayer. But Emily's suggesting that we are talking about something that's very close to us. That idea of Christ within certainly can work for many folks. And Christ may make you itchy when you talk about that. And so some people add the idea of Christ spirit. And certainly more traditional religions and churches will bring up that idea. But when we think about what we might be in bondage to, one of the things that's really been coming up to me over the past week is the idea of money. Because as we move forward in our new church, our new facility, our rent is higher than it was before. And so I've been getting nervous. Well, where does that nervousness come from? The nervousness comes from a sense that there's a limited supply of money. But if God is our supply, can that supply be limited? Oh, I think we can make foolish choices. We can make a decision to buy a house that we can't afford because we think we can, or something happens. There are a lot of things around money that really make it a very, very good point of discussion, and a very personal point of discussion as you consider your relationship with God as source and money. Now, we're going to talk about that on Sunday. And the other thing we're going to talk about is the idea of meditation. Oh, Emily says we can't get spiritual. We can't get connected to that fountainhead unless we do some meditation. Oh, there are folks who give you all kinds of ideas about meditation. But really, all Emily's talking about is just sitting down, being quiet, sitting down and listening. Yeah, you got to get into a quiet place. It's hard to meditate unless you're an experienced meditator. It's going to be really hard to meditate in a shopping mall or meditate in a busy street corner. And you obviously can't meditate when you're driving. Although I've heard that perhaps there are some times in on 290 that you could meditate for hours. I'm not sure about that. Probably wouldn't be safe. So let's wait until you get to a place where you can be quiet. And that's what we're looking for, is a time of quiet. Emily is very strict on this. People will say, well, goodness, I don't have time to meditate, Don. And Emily would say, yes, you have time. You have time. You get up earlier. Or she said, and it's amazing, those people who just kind of pop in to talk for the sake of talking, they want to say whatever it is that's on their mind. Maybe they want to include you in a drama. Maybe, goodness, who knows what that really means. But the fact is that unless they're adding value, or unless you can help them, uh, maybe it's an opportunity for you to just say, um, I need some time. I need some time alone. That time alone between you and God is essential. It is critical for transforming your life this year. Look forward to talking to you more about that. I'll see you tonight. Bye.